Welcome to day 448 of our Desofi journey. My name's Ed Krasenstein, and today I'm by myself because Brian is traveling. He's heading to Wisconsin for a week's long vacation, and he'll probably be back on these videos sometime next week. But like I said, I'm by myself today. Remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in Desofi, and we actually have some Desofi news to talk about today, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So I want to start off the show talking about Elon Musk. I know we talked about Elon Musk a lot on our show. The latest news is that Elon is actually being sued $258 billion over his, I guess you could call it, discussion of Dogecoin and what some people think is him pumping Dogecoin. So a man named Keith Johnson accuses Musk, as well as Musk's companies Tesla and SpaceX, of racketeering for touting Dogecoin and driving the price up only to then let it tumble. I don't know what to make of this. I think it's kind of ridiculous. He says Musk knew since 2019 that Dogecoin has no value. Again, that's kind of a ridiculous argument to say that Dogecoin has no value if people are buying and selling it every day. Musk says that Musk used his pedestal as the world's richest man, and he used this pedestal to quote unquote operate and manipulate the Dogecoin pyramid scheme for profit, exposure, and amusement. I think this is kind of a ridiculous argument. And the lawsuit uses quotes from Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, who have been adamant about their displeasure of cryptocurrency and Web3. Warren Buffett has numerous times said that, crypto is not really it shouldn't be worth anything. Bill Gates has said that it's, a fool's game to invest in crypto. He's using their arguments to kind of prove that it has no value. But again, cryptocurrency, if it's worth something, it has a value. He wants Doge to be outlawed. Johnson wants Doge to be outlawed as gambling in New York City. Again, I don't know if you can really say it's gambling. Then I guess you could say that investing in stocks is also gambling, because you don't know if it's going to one day fall to zero, which is entirely possible. Again, ridiculous. I don't think you can say it has no value when people are buying it every day for a certain price. And I don't know what the current price of Dogecoin is. I think it's probably around 6 cents or so. And it was up to, I believe, 75 cents at one point. But you can't say something doesn't have value if people are using it or purchasing it every day, and if sellers can always find somebody to buy it. That's kind of a ridiculous argument, in my opinion. And then comes the debate: did Elon Musk run Dogecoin as a pyramid scheme? No, he didn't. Obviously he didn't. Dogecoin is decentralized. Elon Musk is just one person who has bought and sold Dogecoin. He's not operating any pyramid scheme. I mean, I guess if you really want to, say Elon Musk is at fault here, you would have to prove that he pumped the stock. He pumped the cryptocurrency by making tweets, which, he did tweet positively about Dogecoin, and it obviously did have an effect on pushing the price up. But you'd also have to prove that he profited off of this. So did Elon Musk buy Dogecoin, pump it up, and then sell it? Well, then that would be a pump and dump scheme. And yes, Elon Musk could be held accountable both legally and from a civil point of view. But there's no evidence that he has actually done this. There's no evidence that I have seen, at least. Maybe Mr. Johnson has found evidence that Elon was engaged in a pump and dump scheme. But then why wouldn't the lawsuit be targeting him for taking part in a pump and dump scheme rather than a pyramid scheme? So a pyramid scheme, by definition, is a scheme that promises payments of money based on the recruiting of other members. A pyramid scheme is like when you say, send me $5 and I'll give you permission to recruit other members for $5 each as well. Elon never said anything like that. He never encouraged other people to go out and recruit other individuals to invest into Dogecoin. He just talked about what he thought was the promise of Dogecoin, how he believed it was something he wanted to invest into. It was something that he kind of like, he memed, and Dogecoin is a meme coin. So Elon is very big on memes. So it's no surprise that he kind of embraced Dogecoin. But again, doesn't appear to be a pump and dump scheme. You can't say it's a pyramid scheme. At least I don't think that's going to hold up in court. I expect this lawsuit probably to be thrown out unless they have some huge evidence of that is a contrarian view from what I can see. So it's interesting to see, somebody targeting Elon Musk. I mean, it can be expected. Maybe they're hoping that, I threatened to sue him for 258 million or billion or whatever. I don't even know. Was it billion or million? Maybe he'll settle for less, and maybe I'll just win a settlement with him for much less. Who knows? Maybe this individual just wants to gain publicity and fame for attempting to sue Elon Musk. I really don't know. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. So moving on to some other news in the Web3 world, Desofi, which is an app built on the Deso blockchain, has just introduced something called the golden accounts. And what a golden account does on Desofi, it gives you special privileges and the ability to kind of promote yourself or anything better on the Deso platform. Of course, Desofi is a mobile app that utilizes the social aspects of the Deso blockchain. So it's a social media app built on the blockchain. And what this golden account will give you is monthly free sponsored posts, priority ranking in searches, higher chance of getting posts into the global feed, which is a feed that's shown to everyone when they basically sign into the app, private stats and analytics, customized profile cover image, and a golden app icon. The app also looks a lot prettier. According to Desofi, it's going to have a golden border and some other really cool features as well. So what they're doing is they have 1,000 whitelist seats, and they're giving these seats away. And if you get a seat, that means you become one of these golden accounts, which is really, really cool in my opinion. And in order to qualify for the whitelist seat, you have to use the Deso app. You can download Desofi app. You can download Desofi on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Download it. If you don't have an account already, create that account. Be active on their Discord, which is linked in the post above this video on Deso or below it on YouTube. And then they're just going to select people who they think should be golden accounts. And, I really like the idea. I love what Desofi is doing. Rabal has done a tremendous job developing it. And I think, it has a lot of potential to bring people into the Deso blockchain. So Desocial World, another web app that is built on the Deso blockchain, yesterday announced their top post to earn creators for the last week. So Desocial World announced several weeks ago that they were going to essentially give people money for using their website to make social media posts onto the Deso blockchain. And they picked the top several, I think it's 8 accounts every week, and they give money to them. And they take a sponsor each week who can give money to be the sponsor of this post to earn program, and then they use those funds in order to reward the top posters. And Seals who has been the sponsorship since this program has begun. And the top 8 creators from the last week, I'm happy to say we were number 1. I really like this idea. We have been using Desocial World to make a lot of posts. I love the idea how they're doing the post to earn. So we were number 1, followed by The Devil, Gake NFT Creations, Sandy Rose, Randier, Vampire Campfire, Gake, and Stargeezer. You'll notice Gake and Gake NFT Creations are both up there. Congratulations to Gake. $50 was given away to these top 8 creators So congratulations to everyone, and we'll see who wins it next week. In other news, Darian Parrish, who is a Deso OG, I guess you could call him, he's been operating on the Deso blockchain since pretty much the very beginning, and he is holding a space that he's calling "Learn About Deso" at an NFT NYC event that's being hosted by Scott Page on June 22nd. Of course, Scott Page is a famous musician. He is very big into NFTs, and he is holding an event in New York City on June 22nd, which is around the time that NFT NYC is taking place. So you can learn about Deso at this event. There's going to be other Deso people on hand as well, including Matreshka, and they hope to have some swag there. I know Invest in Digital is talking with Darian. Maybe they'll get some really cool swag there to hand out to people who are interested in learning about the Deso blockchain. So a few weeks ago, we talked about Moosai, which is also an app built on the Deso blockchain, decentralized social, but they are a streaming app. So you can stream music, podcasts, pretty much anything you'll stream anywhere else, including videos. And those who are viewing the streaming content can participate in helping the creators of that content by giving them diamonds, which are essentially tips. You can tip anywhere from, a tenth of a penny all the way up to thousands of dollars. And they utilize the Deso blockchain for the diamond feature. And they, at an event in Anaheim, I guess it was a few weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they purchased some digital billboards to advertise some of the creators on Moosai. And they're doing this again during NFT NYC. They're running digital ads in bus stops in Soho during the event. And they're going to feature a lot of really cool creators on there, including us. They actually have a podcast billboard that they plan on advertising that includes this podcast on it, along with Matreshka's podcast, Genius or Insanity, which is a podcast by Darian Parrish and Salil Sethi. Cassius Cuvée, who has a really awesome podcast about cryptocurrency in which he raps and sings about various cryptos. Really cool if you haven't seen that. And then there's the Rock and Talk show by Scott Page and David Moss, among others. They're on a billboard, on that same billboard. And then Web3 Simplified's on that same billboard about podcasts on Moosai. And then they have some individual musicians and artists who have individual billboards for that they're going to be advertising. And that includes for Mir Beats, Anna All, GJ Art, and Earth to Abigail. So I love what Moosai is doing. Not only is this going to benefit Moosai, but it's going to benefit these artists, these podcasters, and the Deso community. So I love what they're doing. Congratulations to those who will be featured. So DAO has had some activity in the last 7 days. The top DAOs that have raised funds on DAO so far this week have been Seals, who have raised $5,500 in 7 days, followed by High Key, who launched their casino DAO, and they've raised $2.75 thousand in the last 7 days. And High Key is followed by XR Metaverse RO, Name Trade, Gateway DAO, GD Virtual Galleries, Web3 Simplified, The Rainbow Land, Altum Base, Thalamus, Overcloud, Jolly Hippo, and F'd Up Cats. So there's some DAOs that are really starting to gain some traction on DAO. Maybe not quite as much as DAO had hoped, but I know they did say, it's going to be kind of a slow burn, and they're going to hope for like that killer DAO or several killer DAOs that can come on and kind of build the DAO community on DAO. And I think PokeDAO is going to be one of those that's going to be started by Natter and the core team. So Brian's not here today. I'm going to do the top hashtags. They were Web3, crypto, name a favorite song, Deso, and NFT. All of them are pretty much familiar, other than name a favorite song, which I think was created by Stargazer. So if you want to name your favorite song, tag the hashtag name a favorite song, and you'll be included as well. So the top diamonded creators on Deso over the last 24 hours, according to Altum Base, were Krasenstein, us, followed by Sean Slater, Lil Lover, Stargazer, Now and Then, Panini, Joe Jerome, Mashalin, Altum Base, and Diego Robot. And I think that's all the news I have for today. Again, I had to do the show by myself today. It was a little lonely, but Brian should be back probably on Monday. And we'll talk to you everybody then. We'll talk to everybody. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.